Well, I've been driving around the Maruti Suzuki Ciaz for about 2 months now. It has been my long-term car for about 2 months, and I have to say that I am completely and totally impressed by this car. It has impressed me with its long features list, its excellent comfort, as well as refined engine. And to know more about it, let's get inside the car and talk, shall we? Well, so I've been driving the Ciaz, as I just mentioned, for about 2 months now, and I've covered about 2,500 kilometers in it. And that also includes a trip down to Chandigarh, which is of course on NH1. It's a very flattish road, and I have to say that I am very impressed with this car from the house of Maruti Suzuki. Well, one of the best parts about the ZXi Plus top-of-the-line version that I am driving is this 7-inch infotainment system, and I have to say that this is one of the best touchscreen systems that I have used ever on any car across any price point, largely because the resolution is very good, and even when the sun is really bright on the outside, it's a very legible and easy to operate system. And the other thing, of course, is that accessing the menus is a pretty smooth affair. Well, another great thing about the Ciaz is, of course, the fact that the seats on this car are very comfortable, and I have to say that these are the best seats in the mid-size segment, simply because of the fact that they offer excellent cushioning and support all across is very good. Well, because the seat squab is generous, it gives you good support for your under thighs, and the support for the lower back is also excellent. So in terms of seat comfort as well as cushioning, one of the best cars, in fact the best car in this segment. Well, not only are the front seats on the Ciaz good for comfort, even the rear seats are excellent. Remember, the wheelbase on the Ciaz is one of the longest in this segment, and what that means is that you get extra bit of space inside the cabin, and those crucial centimeters really do add up to the overall leg room, which means that comfort and luxury in this car is greater than its rivals. Well, so do I have any major negative points to talk about? Not really. I think the quality inside the cabin is one of the best on any Maruti car. If I have to do a little bit of nitpicking, I will say that the cabin inside could have been a more stylish place, just like the exterior, which is very striking and very attractive. I think that the interior could have been a little more jazzy, but that said, looks really are a matter of personal opinion. Well, even though we've had 3 or 4 other cars in the long-term fleet running along with the Ciaz, it is the Ciaz's keys which most of our people in the office want when they have to head out on the highway trip, and that's largely because this car is a very stable car on the highway, and the engine refinement from this car means that even when you're revving the motor hard, the cabin remains a largely quiet place to be in. Well, the petrol motor on the Ciaz is pretty refined for most of the part, and it's also a punchy motor if you rev it nicely. But the best part about this motor remains the fact that it loves to be revved hard, and even when you rev it hard, it remains largely quiet, and the cabin doesn't really become a very noisy place to be in. Well, so if I have to give a score to the Ciaz out of 100, how many points will I give it? I will give it a generous score of about 87 points. In fact, make that 88 just for the sheer refinement and luxury that this car offers. And I have to say that it is one of the best cars in the mid-size segment, if not the best car at the moment.